Oh, excuse me, sir. There he is. It's not him.
Hold it right there!
Freeze! Shit, freeze! Stop where you are! You're gonna have to cut him off! Someone cut him off! Close the terminal! Close the terminal!
I'm gonna shoot!
Come as close, you can hurt someone! Frank, I'd rather take you alive than dead!
Can I at least make a statement first?
At the airport? No!
I'm sure these people want to know why you're shooting at me. I think they should know who I am and what I did and why I did it.
This is one of your tricks, man! You're not going to fool me again like you did in that hotel room in LA. You're not putting on a show for these people.
A show? A show. We need some lights. The hell is he doing?
Here's the technique.
Cameras and the Frank Abagnale Jr. Orchestra.
Frank, what the hell are you doing? Grant, God, get everyone out of here.
My name is Frank William Abagnale Jr. This is my story.
These people have musical instruments.
I was a millionaire twice over and half again before I was 21. I stole every nickel of it. I flew over 5 million miles as a Pan Am pilot, practiced medicine at a top Atlanta hospital, and worked as a prosecutor for the state of Louisiana, all under assumed names. Mr. Hanratty here thinks he has all the facts, but only I know just how I did it. And I did it in style. Live in living color. Let me take you for a ride. Yes, I'm live in living color. So sit back and let me be your TV guide.
You think your life is a TV special?
Modesty has never been one of my virtues.
Virtue has never been one of your virtues.
I've got a story I'd like to tell, but I'm gonna need help to tell it well. I've got a story about fame and money, and it's got more curves than a Playboy bunny. I wanna live, not just survive. I wanna tell my story live and in living color. For the love of up tonight. Yes, I'm live in living color. Like they lived in black and white. Ladies and gentlemen, the Frank Abagnale Jr. singers and dancers.
Enough! Folks, listen, by the time this guy was 20 years old, he had stolen more than $1.8 million. He's a con man, plain and simple. Has been since the age of 16 when he built 20 grand from his father's mobile card to buy presents for girls. When he got caught, his only excuse was,
I like girls.
Now, tell the folks how I like girls becomes, I'm wanted on 5 continents. Your ability to pull myth from manure is truly impressive.
Thank you. Live living color, and it's brought to you by me. Yes, I'm live living color. This won't fit in your TV. My parents, Fred and Paula Abagnale. My parents met in France, a little village called Montmarchard. After the war, my dad was a GI, and my mother was young and beautiful.
The people in that little French village were so happy to see Americans that they decided to put on a show for us. So they crammed 200 GIs into a tiny social hall. And the first person to walk on stage is your mother. And she starts to dance. The men are literally holding their breath. And I turned to my buddies and I said, I am not leaving France without that woman.
I always get into trouble when I dance with you.
I could watch them dance all night.
Hey, come on, I gave you both your parents. Don't try to sell me some sentimental picture of domestic bliss.
With a special guest appearance from Playboy's Playmate of the Year, Cheryl Ann something.
I'm surprised you even remember my first name. Listen, you no good son of a
Thank you, Cheryl Ann.
All right, Frank, that's enough. I know the story, and I'm taking you in.
All right, Mr. Hanratty, I'll make you a deal. You let me finish, and I'll tell you everything. I'll even tell you how I passed the bar exam in New Orleans. We owe each other that much, don't you think, Mr. Hanratty?
Okay, you got a deal.
You're gonna love it, Carl.
I'll be the judge of that, Frank, or whatever you're calling yourself today. Frank Williams, Frank Taylor, William Franklin Williams.
What's her name? Just a window dressing. Everybody knows that it's the clothes that make the man. Play the game. You just keep them guessing. Mix and match me, try to catch me if you can.
Oh, I got a story that's strange but true. I got a story that's strange but true.
So can fly with me for a bird's eye view.
Fly with me for a bird's eye view.
I've got the world at my command.
I got the world at my command.
I'll be your one-man Disneyland.
And I'll be your one-man Disneyland.
I don't wanna wait for the cops to arrive. I'll tell my story live and in living color.
Live living color.
Tune me in and turn me on. Yes, I'm live in living color. Blink your eyes and I'll be gone. Yes, I'm
Live living color.
tune me in and turn me on. Yes, I'm live in living color. Blink your eyes and I'll be
Be gone.
Christmas Eve 1964. A beautiful house on the best street in New Rochelle, New York. The house everyone wanted and the family everyone wanted to be. The Abagnale home.
Live in living color. Turn me in and turn me on. Live in living color. Blink your eyes and I'll be gone. Live in living color.
Dad, you were right. Everything is better in color.
How about that 13-inch screen?
It's like hullabaloo is right here in our living room.
But so that I understand, you left this morning with a Cadillac and $200 and come home with a television and a used Ford?
Can I strike a bargain or what? Let those guys with their heads spinning.
I think I know the feeling.
It's that Abagnale Magic. Come on, dance with me.
Frank, I have dinner going.
Nothing's too good for my family.
I hope you got the loan.
I wouldn't be dancing if I didn't.
What did you tell them?
People only know what you tell them, Frank. It's all a dance. You swap the caddy for the Ford. Use the extra cash to pay the mortgage. Use the mortgage to leverage the bank loan. And use the loan to tide the business over until you can get that caddy back. There's always another move to make.
I really should see to dinner.
You got the loan, that's great!
I didn't get the loan.
What happened?
Ah, it's just a technicality. They won't loan to anyone under IRS investigation.
Oh,
Listen to me. You remember this story. Two little mice fell into a bucket of cream. The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned. The second mouse wouldn't quit. He struggled so hard that eventually he churned that cream into butter.
and he climbed out.
And who are we?
We're the second mouse.
Damn straight we are. We're gonna be fine. As a matter of fact, you know what? We're going downtown to buy you your Christmas present. A brand new Botany 500 suit.
Dad, that's too expensive.
Frankie, you know why the Yankees win all the time? It's not the Mick, and it's not the Joe Pepitone. It's the uniform. The other teams just stand there, staring at the pinstripes, mesmerized. Hell, they scared the Dodgers so much they left town. When your mother walked into that dance hall in Morishard, what did she see? Through the haze of champagne, did she notice my brain or my college degree? Kid, what she saw was the uniform through the dirt and debris. Yes, those ladies gave thanks to us visiting Yanks, 'cause pinstripes are all they see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the smartest man I know, the man with all the moves, my dad, Frank Abagnale Sr.
When a pilot walks onto the plane, all the passengers smile and relax.
Smile and relax.
They see he's still tight from that party last night and the back-to-back jacks.
Stew to the max.
Know what they see is the uniform, how it fits to a T. Like that visiting team that the Yankees will cream, 'cause pinstripes are all that they see. If you wanna be a someone, you can't look like a bum. A book's judged by its cover, that's the first rule of thumb. I wanna see you take off straight to the top floor, so start dressing to impress them. And son, you'll stroll in the front door, a kid in a man's candy store. Yeah!
Everybody loves my dad. Jack Barnes, the head of the Chamber of Commerce, called him the most popular businessman in New Rochelle.
Frankie, why are you wearing an old school blazer? You're going to public school now.
It's only temporary. Dad'll get back on his feet and I'll be back at St. Francis before you know it. The Flash isn't the Flash without his uniform.
I'm brave little soldier. You aren't afraid of anything.
You do what you have to do.
Well, you do look handsome. Come to a book.
Excuse me, is this room 17 French? Shouldn't you boys be in class? Dépêchez-vous! Vite, vite, vite!
Mr. and Mrs. Abagnale, I regret to inform you that for the past week, Frank has been teaching Mrs. Glazer's French class.
He what?
Your son has been pretending to be a substitute teacher, lecturing the students, giving out homework. Your son held 3 teacher-parent conferences yesterday and was planning a class field trip to a French fry factory in Trenton.
You have to forgive him. There's been so much change. We lost the house?
Principal Owings, on my way in from the outer office, I found this necklace on the floor. Is it yours?
Frank, please.
You must have dropped it. Looks like it was made for you.
Well, Mr. Abagnale.
Frankie!
French fry factory.
I know, right? That was a good one. I know how to get him.
Yeah, we're gonna hit the highlight, but we've only just begun. We're gonna be together, Frank Sr. and Son. A dine at the Latin Quarter, a nightcap at Too Short. Yeah, we're gonna be at ringside, and life will be better than before. For 2 kids in a man's candy
Hi.
Oh, hi. Is the principal in her office? I need to give her this note from my mother excusing me from 6th period.
You should fold it. It's more believable that way.
No, this really is a note from my mother.
What's the first thing you do when your mother hands you a note? You fold it up and you put it in your pocket.
Oh, thanks. I'm Betty.
Frank.
Nice jacket.
What they see is the uniform. Just ask one maitre d' or a tailor in Paris. Go ask Roger Maris. The pinstripes are all that they see. Mom, Dad, I met this girl and...
Frankie, you remember your father's friend, Jack Barnes?
Frank, good to see you. Paula, take care.
Are you hungry, Frankie? I'll make you a sandwich. Frankie. You are not going to tell him?
No.
That's right. There's nothing to tell. I'm going out for a few hours to visit some old friends from the tennis club, and when I get home, we'll all have dinner together, right? Do you need some money, Frankie? To buy some comic books? Here, take $2.
200 soldiers in that tiny social hall. And you...
I was 16 years old when I met your father. I was your age. How could I know what I wanted? Dis-donc.
You wanted him?
And I wanted to get out of France. And I wanted to have a child. It was a long time ago, Frankie. Believe me, one day you'll look at yourself and you won't be who you were.
There's no phone booth. There's no cape. There's no Steve McQueen to help me make my great escape. How can I fly like a hero in the sky? Be a shooting star out in the stratosphere. Where's the shadow? He might know. Where's that searchlight in the sky to point the way to go? Through some new cloud to disappear into the crowd. Though the future's dark, there's one thing crystal clear, that there's no home here.
Son, listen to me. We just need a name. Your mother or your father.
One day, the principal pulls me out of class and drives me to the courthouse. Doesn't tell me why. I walk in and see my parents up front with their lawyers and the judge.
It can get very expensive, people fighting over their children.
Nobody's fighting. Look at me, Frank. Nobody's fighting.
So many voices telling me to choose.
The court can decide these things, but it's better if the family does.
It's like a game where either team I lose.
Frank, just give him a name and this will all be over. It's gonna be okay.
This kind of noise just makes me wanna shout.
My brave little soldier, do what you have to do.
I'd like to buy a one-way ticket out.
Frank, I'm sorry. Got no room to move here.
Rules of the road say don't look back. I straight ahead, don't jump the track. Try a new game and pray that I can win. Cause I just don't feel at home in mine, so I slip now into someone else's skin. Maps from every book I read, the worlds that I have inside my head. I thought a love like theirs could never die. If it can fade away, then so can I. First you see me, but then you don't. So look for me, you know I won't even be there. So let the games begin. Cause I just don't feel at home in mine, so I slip now into someone else's skin. Into someone else's skin, yeah. One for Grand Central Station, please.
Round trip is $5, one way is $3. You have 2.
Okay, so I didn't really know what I was doing. I just knew I had to get out and my instincts took over. Maintain eye contact, keep talking. And I take my money back from the ticket seller and make it disappear. And I spin some tale about meeting my grandmother in the city while I ask for my change, even though he doesn't owe me any change.
Wait, what?
But I keep talking and waiting for my change. And in his confusion, he gives me $2 back. So now I have $4, which is enough for my one-way ticket to Manhattan, because I don't plan on coming back. Thanks, Mr. Morton.
Hold it!
What?
Your tickets.
Oh, thank you. They wanted me to choose And I chose the New Haven line, track 2, the 10:15 to New York City. I'm gonna run down the street, run out of town. I'm gonna run from the home team and never touch down. Run from the books, cause it's all been fake. I'm gonna run from the choices that I don't wanna make. School's not out, but I can't wait. It's the perfect time to graduate today. I've gotta run away now. I've got to run away, yeah. Know they'll see the truth when I move on. They'll need each other much more once I'm gone. And when I'm flush and he's back on his feet, I'll pick him up and ride down Easy Street. No time to cry for other years. A rusty gas tank full of tears gets you nowhere. Not the places I want in. And I just don't feel at home in mine, so I slip now into someone else's skin. Into someone else's skin. Into someone else's skin. Into someone else's skin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a word from my sponsors. These great products can help you survive your first few weeks in New York with just 50 checks and a driver's license. Swiss Army pen knives can help you alter the age on your driver's license, because a 16-year-old cashing a check or opening an account by himself
Gets a lot of questions.
Higgins brand Genuine Original India ink flows easy through your pen or brush. A few dabs on your license, you're 10 years older.
And no one can tell the difference.
Elmer's glue is perfect for the craftsperson of any age who needs to change their name. With a pair of scissors, you can cut and paste names from other documents. And you're officially Frank Taylor Jr. And if Frank Taylor wears out his welcome,
You can be Frank Williams. Or Frank Connors.
Or William Taylor. A snip,
A dab.
a touch of glue, and you'll be good to go.
big thanks to all our sponsors.
Now right back to the show.
In a few short months, I soaked every branch of Chase Manhattan in the 5 boroughs in northern New Jersey, and dropped rubber in just about every hotel, grocery store, and dry cleaners from here to Hoboken. I was the Johnny Appleseed of fraud.
I'm sorry, Mr. Taylor. I can't cash a check this large without my manager's approval. If you'd like to wait a moment, I can go
say,
get.
Diane, I found this on the sidewalk out front, and I think it might be yours.
Oh, Mr. Taylor.
Looks like it was made for you.
Well, perhaps I can make an exception for one of our most valued customers.
Thank you, Diane. Once my first 50 checks ran out, I bought a little printing press and made my own. I was producing more rubber than a tire factory. Mr. Hanratty and his team were still trying to pick up my trail. And though I'm live in living color at the FBI, the show's in black and white.
So anyway, to make a long story short, we're having turkey for Christmas after all.
I was just trying to expand your taste buds.
She tells me, they don't need no expanding, I tell her. Normal people don't eat goose.
FBI.
The lower depths.
This is Special Agent Carl Hanratty. Merry Christmas.
It's all that Julia Child's fault. She puts him up to it. What was wrong with American food? Nothing till she came along. You'd open a can of tuna, chop some onions and celery, add mayo, mix them all together, and voila! High-tech cuisine. I hate public television.
Me too. All I do is talk.
Now, who asked you, Agent Dollar? Did I ask you? Did Agent Brand ask you? Did anyone in this building ask you?
No, sir.
Leave the kid alone.
We're only having some fun with him, Carl. We always give the rookies a hard time. Don't you remember how they razzed you?
Yes, and it's an experience I see no reason to repeat. Now, we've got at least 3
We're 4 major league paper hangers work in the region. We're going to sort this all out, even if it means we drop dead at our desks and our fossilized bones are discovered under some archaeological dig in the 21st century.
Come on, Hanratty, it's 4:45, it's Christmas Eve.
Look, we do the job because it's the job, and as long as I'm interim second assistant special agent in charge of the bank fraud and forgery subdivision, thank you very much, we damn well do the job till it's done, Christmas or no Christmas. Easy for you to say, Hanratty. Some of us still have wives. Low blow, Agent Branton. And by the way, go home for lunch one of these days, unannounced. So that works out for you. Look, I know there are days this job lacks a certain excitement quotient.
He means every day, kid.
Days you can't get out from behind your desk, there's so much paperwork. Weeks without a lead in a case. Months of dead ends, years of coming up empty-handed. Time will seem to stop. No one knows you're down here. Except him. He knows. He's why you plot on. The day you catch him, and you will, the day you slap those cuffs on him. Oh no, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting.
I know you think so, and that's the sad thing.
Wait a minute. Look at these two. He's changing the micker numbers on the checks.
The what?
MICR, Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. Jiminy Christmas. Frank Taylor must have gotten his hands on a micker encoder. And so did William Franklin. Look here. If you change a 02 to a 12, a check that was cashed in New York gets routed all the way to San Francisco, and it's weeks before the bank that cashed it knows it's bad.
You mean those numbers at the bottom of the check actually mean something?
They mean that Frank Taylor and Frank Williams and William Franklin are all the same person. Which means he can stay in one place and pass bad checks for weeks and weeks. Which means there must be thousands more of these out there. More bum checks than a Prague prison. Branton, send a field bolt to the tri-state area. And you, Mr. Whatever your name is, I'm on you like a hobo on a ham sandwich.
I'd always wanted to be good at something. Now I was really good at passing bad checks. I was a crook, nothing more. But then, one day, as I went walking past the Tudor Hotel on 42nd Street, destiny came walking out those revolving doors. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
It's quite all right. Oh, excuse me.
No, excuse me. Kind of late to be checking out, isn't it?
We all have evening flights.
We all?
Oh, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Oh, hi.
Sorry.
Oh,
Excuse me.
hi.
Pardon me. Come through. Hi. Hi. Who are you all waiting for?
The pilots.
Excuse me, miss. I've been training as a pilot. Is Pan Am hiring?
Aren't you sweet? Here. Here it is. Talk to Jerry Taylor, VP of Personnel. Tell him Cindy sent ya.
Thank you, Miss Cindy. Tell me, is flying everything it's cracked up to be?
The only thing better than flying is a good long layover.
Cindy, Mindy, Lindy, Kelly, Shelly, Nellie, Sherry, Terry, Carrie, and Jane. I like to call them the Jet Set.
Woke up in Brooklyn with a frown upon my face.
Just left Wisconsin, where there's cheese enough to start this rat race.
But thanks to the brothers Wright,
We don't know where we'll sleep tonight.
yeah, I'm a bird in the skies. And tomorrow when I rise, I'll wake up in Paris with a new love in my heart.
Or maybe Germany with that brand new pet I met
kid writing the article for the school paper.
Yes, sir. Frank Black from Monroe High School. I want to know everything there is to know about being a Pan Am pilot. For instance, what does it mean when one pilot says to another pilot, "I've been on the same equipment all week, jumping puddles for the weak and weary"?
Means they've been flying the same plane. Short flights, mostly commuters.
And what about those little ID badges that I've seen pilots wear?
Every pilot has to have it with them at all times. It's an airline personnel badge, like this one here from Pan Am.
Thank you for your time, sir. Can I get a picture?
Oh, sure.
Would you like new music and history? Each and every day, lose the same old music and history. Make a new friend and fly away and wake up in Texas where they treat their women right. And then try Hollywood where the stars get lit out in broad daylight. Any city, near or far, feels twice as good as where you are. When you're sick of the status quo, the jet set is the only way to go.
How cool is that?
Awfully young to be a pilot, aren't ya?
I get that a lot. I'm just a co-pilot.
Why so nervous?
How would you feel if you lost your uniform on the first week of the job?
I hear ya. That'll be $143.97.
Right, can I write you a check?
No checks, no cash. Just need your employee number.
Of course, it's 6,
Yup.
1, 4,
Yup.
0,
Next.
3,
Okay.
5,
Great. I'll bail Pan Am. They'll take it out of your next paycheck.
even better.
Would you like a sleigh ride, a hay ride then? Kiddo, just stay home. But if you want jet set, then get set. To leave behind Kansas, there's no place like home. Wake up in Rio, have your coffee in Brazil.
When real life gets you down,
Take a far-off one-way trip to Splitsville.
Swedish drink or Japanese.
A stewardess is trained to please. So if you've got what it takes below, then fly this bird like humans go. 'Cause the jet set's just a holiday, and the jet set goes up and away so far.
Right down to Italy for la bella femina. Jump in a fountain for a big dose of la dolce vita. If your tastes run more risque,
Benito, joy in old Bombay.
so hang on tight, let's loop-de-loop. It's time to fly this shipping. So pack up your suitcase and your worries at the gate.
Come out and play, boy, cruise the world to find your perfect plane.
Things look better from up, so buckle up. Next stop is love.
Back to Tokyo, from Mozambique to Mexico.
Yeah, the jet set is the only way to go.
Nice uniform.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Maybe. I was on the cover of 17 a few years ago.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, you're that model. Cheryl Ann something. In the plaza. Gee, do you think I could get an autograph?
Do you have a pen? In your room.
I think I do.
So, Captain
Call me Frank.
Frank, are you going to make me an offer?
I'm sorry, an offer for what?
A man like you can buy anything he wants.
Gosh, I really don't know, Cheryl. 300? 500. 1,000.
$1,000.
I have to cash a check.
You think this hotel is going to cash $1,000 check at 3 a.m.?
They've done it for me before. It's a cashier's check.
Endorse it over to me.
It's for $1,400.
You give me the check, and I'll give you $400.
Even better.
So, Hanratty, why the hell did you drag us out to Quantico? This guy's a pen and ink man, paper hanger. He probably doesn't even carry a gun.
We're getting close to this guy. You need to get back some of the skills you lost. Sitting around, sneaking peppermint schnapps from your coffee cup.
But we can't fix the location. One day he's in Dallas, the next he's in Stuttgart, Rome, Barcelona.
He's gone global. The last bad checks came in from Liechtenstein. Oh, where the hell is Liechtenstein?
The Principality of Liechtenstein is a landlocked alpine country in Western Europe, bordered by Switzerland to the west and south, and Austria to the east.
He's just a forger, Hanratty. There's no way the Bureau is gonna give us travel money to Lichten what?
Liechtenstein!
Yeah.
This guy's just a forger like Mickey Mantle's just a hitter. He's got my dander up and my interest peaked. Oh, that's peaked with a Q. Hasn't peaked in a long time. Oh, that's peaked with a K. He's not just playing the game, boys. He's making the rules. He's a true talent.
Jesus, Hanratty. You want to arrest him or hire him?
I see this guy in my sleep. 60-ish. Salt and pepper. Tall. He's old school, a virtuoso, but they always make a mistake. It's the overconfidence. Or the wine. Or the women.
What the hell? You know, if shooting people's anything like target practice, it's very disappointing. I didn't feel a thing.
Doggone it, this job's not just about shooting at people. It's not about punching the clock, waiting for retirement, or enjoying a quickie with the secretary on 3. It's about just one guy, this Frank Taylor, a.k.a. Frank Williams, a.k.a. William Franklin. He's out there toying with me, taunting me.
Come on, Hanratty. He doesn't even know you exist.
He will. Believe it, he will.
Okay. Stay cool.
I will not stay cool. I have never been cool, and I don't intend to start now.
Hanratty, were you always like this?
As long as I can remember. I think I was born this way. Other kids wanted to play cops and robbers. I only wanted to play cops. It starts very early. Once the baby toys are gone, a kid on the playground has to choose what side he's on. It's the bullies or the good guys, boy, there ain't no middle ground. So hoodlums try to blur the line and twist the truth around. Then they call themselves a winner, but they're self-deceiving fools. 'Cause the game ain't worth a winning if you're breaking all the rules. The law is laid upon us when as kids we first ask why. Our parents set the rules when 'cause I said so, they reply. And though I thought I hated them and screamed with all my might, the next time that I had a choice, gee whiz, I did what's right. No, I never snuck a drink, I never stole a pack of cools. 'Cause the game ain't worth winning if you're breaking all the rules.
Don't break the rules.
Or else we're living in the wild, wild west.
Don't break the rules.
God's keeping score. You don't want to fail that test.
Don't break the rules.
You thumb your nose right at the life for which I strive. But those rules, those laws keep us alive. Now it started back with Moses when he led around the Jews. And climbed way up that mountain to pick up God's daily news.
Tell me the news.
He schlepped up old Mount Sinai, cried and begged on their behalf.
Oh Lord.
He almost dropped those tablets when he saw that golden calf.
What?
Now we teach the 10 Commandments every Sunday in our schools. 'Cause the game ain't worth winning if you're breaking all the rules.
And maybe I guess.
The Constitution, boys, to some is too complex.
When they think
Our founding fathers fought so they could forge some checks.
now who can they see themselves?
There's Robin Hood stealing from the rich.
Don't you know they're not paying back?
The things they take, well, payback is a bitch. Cause the world ain't Sherwood Forest. You can't
give away those rules.
And the game ain't worth winning if you're breaking out.
Don't break the rules.
Or else we're living in the wild, wild west.
Don't break the rules.
God's keeping score. You don't wanna fail that test.
Don't break the rules.
You thumb your nose right at the life for which I strive. But those rules, those laws keep us alive. When you steal somebody's money, screw his daughter or his wife, you don't think of repercussions as you tap them through your life. Though you smile like you're a hero, you're an outlaw.
Through and through.
But the odds are in my favor, man. And one day I'll catch you.
So go sneak
into a movie where a red light sells some pot. It's all the same to me. You're either guilty or you're not. We all did what we wanted. Every time we felt the urge,
the world would be total chaos.
It's already on the verge. Cause it's laws that keep us human.
But without them, we're just mules.
And the game, yes, the game. Whoa, the game. If we're breaking all the rules,
don't break the rules.
Or else we're living in the wild, wild west.
Don't break the rules.
God's keeping score. You don't wanna fail that test.
Don't break the rules.
You thumb your nose right at the life for which I strive. But those
rules, those laws.
What you say?
Those rules, those laws.
Sing it, boys.
Those laws keep us alive.
All right, back to work. Crime doesn't take a holiday. Can't believe I just said that.
Olympic Airways regret to announce the delay of flight 4022 to Athens due to depart at 13:45. This flight is now scheduled to depart at...
Good morning, First Officer. You my deadhead today?
Yes, ma'am. Been on the same equipment all week, jumping puddles for the weak and weary.
First class is full, but I got the jump seat up and come on aboard.
Thanks.
Be sure to watch out for that Skyway man.
Skyway man?
You dangerous kid. Who the hell taught you to shoot?
My dad had taught me to turn a mister to a missus from 100 yards.
Hanratty. I'm gonna regret this, but look at this field bulletin.
The Skyway Man. All the airlines are after him.
Posing as an airline pilot, flying all over the world? Huh.
They don't know how he does it.
The Skyway Man. Like a superhero. Crazy world we live in. I'll have to look out for him.
Would you like something to drink before we take off?
Milk?
All right, boys, we're checking every airport, hotel, motel, cafe, and commissary on the Atlantic seaboard. We just became front page news.
Underneath is my uniform, all in silk from Paris. A man can make passes or use X-ray glasses, but his stripes are all that he'll see.
This place, something else. They have a guy to give towels to the guy who gives you towels.
I heard about it in Paris. Thought it just might be the place to take you when I got back to the States.
My son, the Birdman. Where are you flying that plane tonight?
Well, I don't really fly. I'm just sort of a co-pilot.
Where?
Los Angeles.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Look at us, Frankie, on top of the world.
Dad, I went by the store today.
I had to close the store for a while. It's all about timing, Frank. The goddamn government knows that. And they hit you when you're down. I wasn't gonna let them take it from me, so I just shut the doors myself. Called their bluff. And sooner or later, they'll forget about me. What's this?
Let's open the store up, Dad. Pay off the feds. Get things back to the way they were. I can help out now.
Keep it. You got your own worries.
I'm fine. There's plenty more where this came from, believe me.
That's fine, Frankie. Take good care of yourself.
But maybe if Mom sees...
Do I look like I need your help? Double bourbon. Don't worry about your mom and me, Frankie. She's stubborn. Always has been. She's a formidable woman. But I won't let her go without a fight.
If she saw you had the store back, then maybe...
200 GIs in that tiny social hall. Watching her dance, I didn't speak a word of French, and 6 weeks later, she was my wife.
She could be again.
I don't know, Frankie.
Listen, Dad. Everything's different now. I got this great job. I make lots of money. I can have breakfast in Rome, lunch in Miami, and dinner in San Francisco.
And here I thought you were just a co-pilot. I'm proud of you, son.
Remember that story I learned at your feet? Well, now it's my turn, take a seat. 2 little mice of great renown fell in some milk, and one proceeded to drown. The other one steals the toast of the town, 'cause he made butter out of cream. He looked around, deduced his plight, said this is no way to spend a Saturday night. But he had the style to make things right, so he made butter out of cream. He kicked his legs up, he tossed and turned, so not to end up a ghost. He did the hokey pokey till that cream got churned, and baby, he walked right out and buttered his toast. Now he's on top, for goodness sakes. Yeah, he's the big cheese up at Atlanta Lakes. He's living proof that pop, all it takes is a scheme. So if you land in the gutter, just make butter out of cream. It's your turn, Dad.
Nah, you're doing great.
Come on, it's a duet. Frank and Dean. I can't do the sax solo.
Well, you know, there's one I haven't told you yet.
Really?
There was a cockroach in Brazil. Got drunk at his local coffee mill. He thought his time was up until he made coffee out of beans. When he came to, he heard such a sound, much to his shock when he looked around. He had been scooped and was about to be ground, so he made coffee out of beans. He marched to the south and he stomped to the north. He had to race against fate. He did the cucaracha while those tears poured forth, and Senor, things began to percolate. He held his breath and swam to the top. He borrowed beans from his mom and pop and opened up his own coffee shop out in Queens. When his lights were almost off, he just made coffee out of beans.
Let's bring this one home, Dad.
You got it, son! So they got those two, went life to the pits, the bugs
and the mouse
at the end of their wits. They knew the key to life was that it's what you dream. So if lemons clog your sink up, don't just stand around and scream. Spike some lemonade and drink up and make butter out of cream. Just make butter out of cream.
Make some butter out of cream.
I hear what you're saying, son. I'll make butter out of cream. Ah, man! You always gotta get that last note in.
Like father, like son. Come on.
Hanratty, the manager says he's just checked out 3 hours ago. He's here for almost a week. No forwarding.
It looks like he left in a hurry.
All right, gentlemen, impress me. A man's secrets are in his trash. Mr. Taylor, real name unknown, left us a gold mine.
Ooh, the Flash. He likes comic book.
He lives off junk food.
He has a breast fetish.
Oh my God, it's Hanratty!
Very funny. I'll make a note to laugh later. Brandon, Todd, go canvass the other guests. Dollar, get license plate numbers in every car in the lot. I'll process the room.
Right.
Something doesn't jive here. The Flash? Peanut butter? Maybe he's got a kid? Right, Mr. Taylor, I know you're in here somewhere. Comic books, Miss July, matchbook from the flame, some chewing gum, a mismatched pair of shoes, a letter home that wasn't mailed. Oh, a check without a name. Yeah, they'll be my guide to the man inside the clues. A bobby pin, 2 baseball cards, some day-old Chinese food, 2 ticket stubs. Oh, the Red Sox always lose. A Valentine that wasn't sent to set the mood when I take a ride with the man inside the clues.
Anything?
Pan Am stationery. As a Pan Am pilot, my family flies for free. The 2 of you should come out to Los Angeles with me. Maybe then, unfinished.
The 2 of who?
Who knows, but we know he's going to Los Angeles, and so are we.
Fantastic!
No, that's the best idea he's had yet.
He could use the sun. If you were any more pale, he'd be transparent.
I've looked into so many lives, never at my own. The trail I left is such a damn cliche. The lonely wife, the house for sale, a million nights alone to wish you had the things you threw away. Front door key, home-cooked meal, the happy bride and groom, then life kicks in, makes you pay your dues. And then you find you're by yourself in a single motel room that's been occupied by the man inside the clues. The clues.
He wrote 3 checks. They all cleared. I was gonna deposit this one today. I don't want any trouble.
There won't be any trouble. I'll just take this check and be on my way.
Good. I don't want my customers harassed.
You mean he's still here?
201?
I'll take the lead. You guys watch the front. Dollar takes the other exit. Put it away. If you're good little boys, I'll buy you all a good humor bar.
You said there wouldn't be any trouble.
Relax, mister. You'll get one too. FBI! FBI, come out with your hands on your head!
Guy's got a Micker encoder, can you believe that?
Don't move, put your hands in your head or I'll shoot!
He's got about 200 checks here. A gallon of India ink, drafting glue. He even makes little payroll envelopes addressed to himself from Pan Am.
Keep your hands where I can see them!
Relax, buddy, you're late. The name's Allen, Barry Allen, the United States Secret Service. Your man just tried to climb out the window. My partner has him in custody downstairs.
What are you talking about? Keep your hands up!
You think the FBI were the only ones tracking this guy? He's been dabbling in government checks. We almost had him in New York and then in a motel outside D.C. near Dulles Airport. Would you mind taking that gun out of my face? It makes me nervous.
Let me see some identification.
Here. Take my whole wallet. Want my gun too?
I didn't expect Secret Service on this.
Don't worry about it. What's your name anyway?
Hanratty. Carl Hanratty.
You mind if I see an ID, Carl? Can't be too careful these days.
Sure.
Oof. Tough luck, Carl. 5 minutes earlier, you would have landed yourself a pretty good collar.
It's okay. 10 seconds later and you would have been shot. Hey, listen. Tell me something. What does he look like?
He's a handsome son of a bitch.
Huh. I had him figured for an older guy.
Well, he is pretty damn old. Must be your age, at least.
I asked for that one.
Just do me a favor. Sit tight a minute while I get some of this evidence downstairs. I don't want people walking through my crime scene.
Sure.
You know, some maid comes in here and starts making the bed. Hate when that happens.
Wait!
What?
Your wallet.
Hang on to it till I come back for the rest of the stuff. I trust you.
You shouldn't. Oh. That was a joke.
You got me, Carl.
Nice guy. We got him. I love my job. I love it. I love it. I love it. Frank Taylor? Frank Black? Frank Williams? Frank Funk!
Where is he?
I had him. He was right there.
What are you talking about?
I let him convince me he was someone else. Barry Allen from the Secret Service.
Barry Allen, the Flash.
What?
Barry Allen is the alter ego of the Flash.
Jesus Christ!
We all make mistakes, sir. It happens to the best of us.
Not to me! Not to me!
Angels sing the sound sublime. Listen to those church bells chime. Christmas is my favorite time of year. In the sun we'll have some fun, but I prefer the snow. Summer words before the birds, 'cause all I need is ho, ho, ho. Santa, hope you're in your prime to make that midnight chilly climb. Christmas is my favorite time of year. Christmas is my favorite time of year.
Hanratty, come on. It's Christmas Eve. You're not going to redeem yourself with the boys upstairs by having a miserable holiday.
You're wrong. It's not Christmas Eve.
Christmas.
You want me to stay?
No. Go home. You've got kids.
Merry Christmas, Hanratty.
This is Hanratty. Merry Christmas.
Hello, Carl.
Who is this?
Merry Christmas.
Barry Allen's Secret Service. What do you want?
I want to apologize for what happened out in Los Angeles.
Screw you.
Carl, I'm sorry if I made a fool out of you.
God damn it, you don't feel sorry for me. The truth is, I knew it was you. Maybe I didn't pull the trigger, but I knew.
People only know what you tell them.
Then tell me something. How did you know I wouldn't look in the wallet?
I didn't.
You're gonna get caught. You know that, don't you? One way or another, just like Vegas. The house always wins.
I didn't think I'd get you in. It's Christmas. I thought maybe you had a family?
No. No family.
Me neither.
Yeah, don't you love the Yuletide fun? There's joy and cheer for everyone. I wait for Santa with a gun. Yes, Christmas is my favorite time of year.
Some sugar plums I haven't kissed, but mistletoe I must resist, 'cause I'm on St. Carl's most wanted list. Yes, Christmas is my favorite time of year. And there's a home where you can't go, and there's a life that's full of love you used to know.
For me, it's true.
But kid, not you.
'Cause your family's here, yet they're still yours to hold. If you come in from the cold.
So if tomorrow Santa's flown, the tree is down and you're alone, I'm always here, right by the phone. Yes, Christmas is my favorite time of year. Wait a minute. You didn't call to apologize, did you?
What do you mean?
You've got no one else to talk to.
I have to go.
Frank, wait. Frank?
I'm still here.
Sooner or later, you'll get tired of running.
Sooner or later, you'll get tired of chasing me.
No, I won't.
Look out the window.
Why?
Just do it. I'll call you soon, but who knows when.
And Frank, I hope we'll meet again. Like when you're serving 8 to 10. Yes, Christmas is my favorite time of year.
Angels sing the sound sublime. Listen to those church bells chime. Christmas is my favorite time of year.
He's a kid? He's a kid!